In a world where moments slip through our fingers like grains of sand, one young man discovers that time is the greatest treasure he never valued, until life teaches him the hardest truth of all. Arav stood on the balcony of his small apartment, staring blankly at the blurry city lights. The world outside was rushing, engines roaring, people hustling, neon signs flickering. But inside him, nothing moved. It wasn't because he lacked dreams, he had plenty. It was because he kept waiting for the right time to chase them. He often whispered to himself, someday, I'll do something great. But someday never came. Days slipped by. Months turned into years, and Arav remained stuck, half hopeful, half defeated. He spent hours scrolling through his phone, comparing his life with others. His friends were building careers, starting businesses, making their parents proud. But Arav, he was still trying to figure out what he wanted, still trapped between fear and hesitation. One evening, after another wasted day, Arav received a message, "Come home tomorrow. There's something important I want to tell you, Dad." The sentence felt heavy. His father was a quiet man, a man who spoke only when something truly mattered. Arav packed a small bag and boarded the night bus. As he sat by the window, he wondered what his father wanted to say. The rhythmic vibration of the road soon lulled him into sleep. When Arav reached home the next morning, he noticed something different about his father. He looked older, weaker, and tired, far more than Arav remembered. His father smiled gently. "You came, good." Arav nodded. "You said you needed to talk." His father motioned him to sit. With a deep breath, he began, "Arav, I want to tell you a story, my story." Arav listened, confused but curious. "When I was your age?" His father continued, "I had dreams too, big ones. I wanted to start my own workshop. I wanted to travel. I wanted to write a book. But every time I tried, I stopped myself. I told myself I wasn't ready, that I needed to wait. Soon I was married, then you were born. Responsibilities came, and slowly those dreams faded." Arav swallowed hard. His father leaned back, eyes heavy with memories. "The biggest mistake of my life," he whispered, "was believing that time would wait for me." Arav felt a chill run down his spine. His father's voice trembled. "I postponed everything, and now I no longer have the strength to chase what I once loved." Then he placed a small pocket watch in Arav's hand. "This belonged to your grandfather. He always said the treasure we call time, once gone, never returns. I never understood it until it was too late." Arav stared at the old watch, its ticking suddenly sounding louder, sharper, echoing inside his chest. He realized why his father had called him home. It wasn't a warning, it was a plea not to waste life like he did. That night Arav couldn't sleep. His father's words haunted him. "I waited too long now, I can't chase my dreams. Time will not wait for you. Don't repeat my mistake." Arav felt a sudden rush of regret. He had wasted years doing nothing, scrolling, dreaming, talking big but acting small. He had treated time like it was unlimited. At 3 a.m., he walked outside and sat under the old mango tree in the backyard. The night sky stretched above him, clear and endless. Crickets chirped, the wind whispered, and somewhere far away a dog barked. And in that silence Arav made a decision. He was done waiting. He would start now, right now. When morning light crept into the sky, Arav had already made a plan. He enrolled in an online skill course he had been avoiding for months. He started waking up at dawn, jogging with determination. Hours he once wasted were now spent learning, improving, growing. His father watched him silently, pride shining in his tired eyes. Weeks passed. Arav transformed He read books. He practiced daily. He stopped complaining. He stopped wasting time. He stopped postponing life. But the real change came when Arav asked his father, "Dad, you always wanted to start a workshop. What if we start it together?" His father looked at him, stunned. "You'd help me?" "No," Arav said with a smile, "we'll help each other." For the first time in years, his father's eyes filled with tears, not of sadness, but of hope. Arav worked harder than ever before. He designed the layout, he arranged tools, he painted the walls. He created a savings plan, and slowly a small dream started becoming real. People noticed the workshop taking shape. Neighbors visited. Friends offered help. His father guided him, taught him skills he never knew he had. The workshop became more than a workspace. It became a symbol of time reclaimed, a symbol of second chances, a symbol of what happens when you stop waiting and start living. Months later, when the workshop finally opened, Arav and his father stood at the entrance, staring at the shining new signboard. "Arav and Father's Craft Studio," his father whispered. This was once my dream." Arav replied softly, "Now it's our dream." The crowd clapped. The ribbon was cut. The journey truly began, and in that moment, Arav realized something profound. He wasn't just building a workshop. He was rebuilding his life. Success didn't come instantly. There were hard days, slow days, losses, mistakes, doubts, but Arav refused to quit because he remembered the ticking sound of the pocket watch. He remembered the warning that time lost is life lost, and he promised himself he would never again waste the treasure he had been given. The workshop grew steadily, orders came in, customers increased, word spread. Arav's skills improved beyond his expectations. His father, though older, began to regain energy and confidence. One evening, as they closed the shop, his father placed a hand on Arav's shoulder. "You saved my dream," he said. Arav smiled. "No, Dad, you saved mine." Time doesn't speak, doesn't shout, doesn't warn, but it teaches. And Arav learned that every second is a seed, every moment a chance, and every day an opportunity to create the life you dream of. Because truly, the treasure we call time, once gone, never returns.